Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Yasser from the Carbon Connection. Today is a really special day for us. Firstly, because we have our man Shakil Ismail, who's my younger brother, and he runs the Grim Media. So he's going to be behind the camera, so I can guarantee you we are going to get some epic cinematic footage of what we are going to actually shoot today. We've actually been given the opportunity through BMW Fanatics and BMW Midrand to go and take a look at the new G80 and G82 M3 and M4. So we're going to head on to BMW Midrand, and yeah, stay tuned. Here we have BMW Midrand's favorite salesman, Mr. Nivs. So over and above getting to see these amazing, beautiful new machines, we're going to showcase the BMW Midrand delivery bays, which is something that they've put a lot of effort into, and that's something that they've built recently. So this gives them an exclusive, or rather their customers, an exclusive experience when taking delivery of their new BMWs. So behind me, we've got 3 different delivery bays. We've got the lifestyle bay, the luxury bay, and the M bay. And in these bays, we currently have a white G82 M4. We've got an M8 Grand Coupe. And in the last bay, we've got a G80 M3 in black sapphire metallic. And I'm super stoked to show you this. Okay, first up, we're here in the lifestyle bay. As you can see, a really neat setup. And with us we have an Alpine white G82 M4. Of course, as we all know, and it's been said a million times, that the front of this vehicle is quite controversial. And it's because of these really large grills. But to be honest with you, they seem to have been growing on the majority of us, and it does give the car a really aggressive stance and look to the front end. If we look at the M4 in specific, we can see that it's a very slick looking car compared to the G80 M3. Of course, the M3 has that muscular rear with the flared wheel arches. But with the M4, it's got slick lines and of course a bit of a bulge at the back, and still an aggressive looking car for sure. In white, of course, that shows off the lines of the car a hell of a lot more than majority of the other colors, but it is a relatively subtle color for a car of this caliber. Let's move on to the back of the car and see what they've done. Coming through to the rear of the car, we can see obviously in usual M fashion we have 4 tailpipes. These seem a hell of a lot larger than the previous generation. And what we also see is that BMW seem to have added on a whole lot of gloss black finishes. This is quite an aggressive diffuser that comes stock standard from the factory. And if we move to the top of the rear, we've got a little subtle boot spoiler, also finished in gloss black. The other option is obviously if you tick the option for the carbon package, which means you get carbon boot spoilers, a carbon diffuser, and a few other carbon bits around the car. Let's take a look at the rims. And of course they are in usual BMW fashion, quite wild and quite funky. Quite amazing if you ask me. On the new cars we have a staggered setup. So this is the rear, and this is obviously covered in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's, which is probably the best tire to have on this car. The rear we have 20-inch tires and rims, but like I mentioned, the staggered setup means you get 19-inch rims and tires in front. Next up, we're going to take a look at the interior, and this is probably one of the biggest improvements on the G series over all of the previous generations. Now we're in bay number 3. To my left is bay number 2 and there is an M8 Grand competition, but we'll get to that in a bit. This is probably my childhood dream, being able to actually video a BMW M3 at launch. And behind us we have a black sapphire metallic BMW G80 M3. And when it comes to the M3, it's obviously got a special place in my heart. I mean, the badge M3, the name M3, it's got a huge heritage behind it. And that's the main reason as to why I prefer the M3 over the M4. Yeah, I get that the coupe looks lovely and slick, but just look at those rear wheel arches. The internet is already filled with specs of these cars and you guys have heard enough of that. So I'm going to skip through to the cinematic footage of this butte next to me. Enjoy. Okay, so this is one of the preparation bays here at Otto Bavaria Midrand, or BMW Midrand as we know it now. We've got a brand new G82 M4 that's in for smash and grab. What a beautiful interior. Stunning, stunning car. Actually getting to roam around Otto Bavaria Midrand. It's quite cool. We're going to go and see what other M3s or M4s they might have locked up somewhere here. And let's not forget who we have with us. Shakil from Grim Media, making the magic happen with our cinematic footage. Okay, so this is the BMW Midrand wash bay. And as you can see, there are a hell of a lot of cars here. Excuse the noises. But this is where one of the new G80 M3s that are getting prepped for delivery are getting washed up, making sure that it's ready for the brand new owner. Not brand new car, not brand new owner, but you know what I mean. Okay, we've got an M3 rolling down for delivery bay. And that pretty much concludes today's video. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed the content and this exclusive look at the new M3 and M4. And of course, it couldn't have been possible without BMW Midrand and BMW Fanatics. If you're looking to buy a new BMW, used BMW, looking to service your BMW or buy any accessories and parts, BMW Midrand is the place to go. And if you're an enthusiast in South Africa, please visit bmwfanatics.co.za. It is the ultimate site for the BMW enthusiast. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.